Welcome to another episode of Foreign Food Frenzy. Now, I actually never really made one like a while now. Considering, well, I usually run out of ideas for a series compared to Vintage Tech and maybe even Mud Friends. So, as a filler episode, we're going to do something a bit different. Rather than just demonstrate the food or drink that originated outside the US, how we just compare the logos from when they're sold in the US to when they're sold internationally. Now, here's the thing. They have to be the same brand. As in, the same food and or drink. But they have to have different logos. So, unfortunately, the Smarties compared to Nestle Smarties, which by the way, you should check out the first episode of 400 Friends by the way, won't be demonstrated. Anyway, I have 6 samples. Let's start with the first one, 7UP. Now, the 7UP sold in the US, sold by Curry Dr. Pepper, has a logo, well, you mean the dot, between the 7 and the up. Whereas the 7UP sold outside the US by PepsiCo, you has a up inside the dot. And not only that, the mascots changed for the commercials. Like the 7UP sold in the US actually has this little mascot by the name of Spot, who is, by the way, the dot seen on the logo on those commercials. Whereas the 7UP sold by PepsiCo has a mascot named Fido Dido, which looks like a very interesting cartoon character. Do they do those these days other than just a cheetah? That's the point. Anyway, Kit Kat, which was the 5th episode of Foreign Friends I talked about. The Kit Kat sold by Nestle actually has a Nestle logo, obviously. Yes, Nestle still sells chocolate outside the US because they sold their US candy division to Ferrero. Whereas the Kit Kat sold in the US, which is sold by Hershey, doesn't have the Nestle logo. Well, obvious. Alright, now let's talk about Twix. Now, these are good old logos, more on it later, a little bit. The Twix sold in the UK looks like this. In fact, that was actually the first place it was actually sold. Whereas Twix sold by Mars in the US uses this logo. Well, those logos are temporary because in 2010, both those logos now remain as their current brand. Now, what about Capri Sun? Respect the pouch! Yeah. Now, this is the current Capri Sun logo. Yeah, I have to use the current one. It's, not that artistic, compared to one sold internationally. Anyway, Dr. Pepper. Now, this example of logo that's still used today. In fact, the logo of Dr. Pepper sold in the UK was apparently the one sold in the US until 2015, where they stick with this logo. I actually like how edgy they are. Anyway, the last example is Cheetos. Now, both of those were used in the US. But it's quite shocked that the current Cheetos logo was actually introduced the year I was born. Yeah, 2001. And remained there ever since. Unless if you're outside the US, where they continue to use this logo up until 2012. Well, with those out of the way, this is the end of this episode of Foreign Food Frenzy. Now, this series is not canceled, I just don't have any ideas right now. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, and ring the little bell to be notified about my latest videos. I'll see you later. Oh, and one more thing. If you saw my latest short, you know what arrived. God, you know why I hate autofocus. This Atari VCS. This is the original 6-switch model. By that I mean the one with 6 switches, as it did get revisions over the year from one time. Anyway, that'll be the next episode of Vintage Tech.